Now Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up third down.
A loss of 2. Brings up third and 4.
Ready. You ready?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Got his open man. It's Carr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Next to score, Saints 16, Chiefs nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Orioles.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
You kill!
You can't block me! You can't block me! You can't block me!
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Yellow. 54, right there. 54. Recon, 132 fighter.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Running with Kamara. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, 67 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 67 yards. They'll run with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Saints' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, tight end. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Here we go. Key to tight end. We got 4. Check. 40's mine. Sammy. Return.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing now is Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who can also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you, or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football. Making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Watch the shit. Run the line out.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Undercrush. Mike 5-4. Hey, Clifford. Yellow.
Watch twins. Watch out. Slam. He's checking. Crash.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Leave it, 48.
Mike 22. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Quaker Omaha.
Check safety.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got 48. Check three. Tight dog. Check, wide.
Check hot route. Hot.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the curve.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Check 50. Wide. Get wide.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Back. Good route here. Gun. Charlie.
Mike by four. Mike by four.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Watch the block, motion, block. You're good. Mike four, ready. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check nickel. Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Kill. Lucky. Kill.
On the ground, Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5'8". 54. Mike, 54. I can't believe they let you play. 11.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. Finds the former Northwestern Wildcat, Austin Carr. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Breeze now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Topper! Hey, exit!
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Minnesota.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. Here I come again.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Here we go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Right.
Gun.
Check line 54. Line 54.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. 95, 56. You're good. I fool. Ready.
Greystone, travel.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 37.
Ready, check.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Check. 61. Match box. Right.
1st down.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
5-9. Hey, kill.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Check, check, block 54, block 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it. Let's get off the field. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
General West.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
First.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a run with Cook, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. Wide. Hey, go.
Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Tighten up. Switch.
On first down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. Watch the ship.
Protein spill.
Check 26. Check the hot read.
Zebra.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, we're good.
Right there. 54. Right
Hey, orbit.
You ain't going nowhere. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start putting.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Listen to me. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Five. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here live in New Orleans. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Check 99, check 99.
Hey, zoom.
Right there, 54, right?
0-2.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
SOS. Check 9. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Mike 54.
300.
Just like that. Just like that.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Slam.
2. Hey, Foxtrot.
Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cook. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Check 4. Hey, can. Yellow. Done.
Cover this way. Here we go. Mike 54. Pick it up.
Hey, steamer. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, flipper.
He's checking crack.
Hey, steamer. Shit. Hey, hot.
Now Cousins looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. A.J. Klein picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Rush in. Bring up 48. Good route here.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Look, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 31.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Bailey now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Vikings 42, Saints 32. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Cook following the penalty. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 5-yard
line. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
I'm going to run you over. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the safety. Hey, Ken. Check. Topper!
Cousins to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down.
Hey, 382, last 50.
Check 6 guys.
Hey, yo.
Throwing here, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins going deep for Diggs. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 45 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're saying.